To cheer on the Nuggets.
Right,
Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. With the Denver Nuggets, they won their last contest, that game against the Spurs, and they pulled off a 3-point win in that one. Too close for comfort, but they'll take it.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And, you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Rockets. The two pillars of this team, Chris Paul and Harden, are the 1 and the 2. Trevor Ariza out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. Clark, I've often wondered what happens is every year we see a team or two just collapse after the All-Star.
Well, any number of things can happen to create that situation, Kevin. Dysfunction within the team, a shaky locker room, injuries. There are a lot of factors that can lead to a team kind of falling off the cliff in that second half.
On defense, Denver. A 3-ball. Another miss by Harden.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Harris kicks to Murray. Jokic a screen. Barton wide open. He fires. They grab their own miss. Tries again, and that's going to be a travel. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Harden the pass to Paul. Over Murray. Paul with the bucket. Paul's got his first 2 points of the night.
From that area of the court, he's automatic. I mean, the mid-range jumper is and always will be Chris Paul's shot.
Now here is Harris. A 23-point game for him in the win against San Antonio. Tries it from 9. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, I tell you what, it's really impressive how Capella has improved his role so quickly, Kevin. I mean, he's a starting caliber center known for his defense, but continues to make strides on offense, too.
That's good from Capella. And you watch the way the Rockets play, Clark, a little bit of 7 seconds or less, certainly from their coach, Mike D'Antoni. Green lights to shoot from anywhere. Just attractive basketball. A lot of fun to watch. Clark, just how much fun is it to play in a team like that?
Well, I would think it would be the ideal way to play. Everybody's sharing the ball. There's plenty of possessions and opportunities. It's up and down trend. I mean, I think it's the way the game is intended to be played. And there's a reason why Houston has done a great job of signing players the last few seasons, and part of it is their style and the chemistry the team seems to have in playing the way they do.
Now, here's Jokic. Boy, he was something else against San Antonio.
And last season, how about the jump to true stardom that Jokic was able to make? There was a stretch where every game he just looked more and more incredible. Truly gave this team, I think, a franchise player in the blink of an eye.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. And for so many fans, Greg, of Jokic, it wasn't a surprise to see his play blossom last season.
Yeah, and boy, did he. Jokic is so skilled for a big man, having played point guard growing up. Still very young and looks to be a star for a long time.
Both good from the line that time.
Great touch from the line. Always important for bigger guys to be able to come through at the strike.
Screen by Capella. Paul kicks to Capella. They set the pick. Over in the corner, Paul. Shot clock at 6. The Rockets again can't hit.
Can't get more open than that. No idea how he mistimed that mid-range shot. Maybe he was too open.
The Nuggets with another miss.
That's exactly how you want to play it defensively, Kevin. I mean, getting a hand up to distract and bother the shooter. Not easy to stop somebody this deep inside.
Now, here is Harden. He had 31 points in the win against Minnesota. Chandler outside. Jokic a screen. Chandler attacking. It's deflected.
A rare rejection that time from Tucker. Using that long reach, though, and times it perfectly.
Here's Harden, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, you look at a player of Harden's ability, and a couple of things stand out for me. One is his competitive spirit. He's understated, but he's very competitive. He doesn't take nights off. He's a guy who really takes pride in showing up and playing every game.
The first one falls. And to illustrate Harden's competitive nature, last season he famously said, "I just want to hoop. I'll rest when I'm done." You know, Clark, that's exactly what you want to hear from your team leader.
Yeah, you love hearing that. Owning the responsibility of leading and showing up all the time. And Harden, heavily depended upon by his team, gives you everything he has every night. Not super flashy, but very competitive and driven.
And you know about Harden's shooting and his ability to get to the line and all that, but you know, Clark, what some people don't realize is just how fast he's going end to end. I mean, he can just blow by players in the open floor.
Yeah, he's got deceptive speed, Kevin, and part of that is how he's worked to change his body from his college days at Arizona State to who he is in the NBA. He slimmed down a bit, but he still has that strength and that barrel-chestedness that allows him to play so well through contact. But you're right, his speed is lethal and deceptive.
Now Tucker following Will Barton's three-point attempt. Off the pick. Tucker can't get it to go.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
And some nice passing there by Houston. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And here is Murray. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Jokic a screen. Murray kicks to Chandler. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Jokic. Rebounded by Capella.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Harden kicks it to Tucker. Pass to Paul. Capella sets a screen for Paul. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Chandler.
You know, starting out in the D-League, then bouncing around the international circuit, Tucker took the long, hard road to get here.
And the Nuggets over the past few seasons have done a great job as an organization of collecting talent.
And with that steady approach, they've been able to develop a star with Jokic. The Nuggets took a very disciplined approach to building this team, and you can see the depth they enjoy, and it all starts with the job this front office has done.
That's good from Tucker. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Denver's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Mike D'Antoni. David.
That's right, Kevin. Now look, his team is leading 2-0 in the season series so far, but even so, he said, the length and the shot blocking of them inside does present a challenge. You can't get careless in the attack and fail to keep moving the ball. Kevin, they're not taking anything for granted tonight.
David thinks sounds like he's prepped his guys on how to handle this opposing defense.
And no surprise there, because they're facing a team that can win games with its defense. They are an aggressive bunch from the start.
And you know, guys, that being the case, they can't play soft today. I mean, they've got to really be locked in on being the aggressors. Come out firing and try to get off to a good start.
Here is Paul. Gary Harris making his last shot. Paul dishes to Capella. Pass to Harden. Tries to keep it alive. It's stolen by Harris. With some arc. Barton, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Denver leading by 5. Jokic with it. He has 6. Releases. Ariza with the rebound.
And sometimes, you know, you don't capitalize off a good shot or a good look. Still, you got to keep letting those good looks fly.
Good on the three-point shot.
CP3 showing off his supreme stroke from deep. He is a dynamic offensive player.
And there's the feed to Chandler. They set the pick. Chandler is screen. Here's Jokic. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. Capella's got the game tied up here for the Rockets.
Outstanding presence of mind. Harden is constantly looking for the open shooter.
Now here's Murray. Not a lot of room. Jokic. Another miss by Jokic.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated, Greg, because nothing is falling right now. But he's going to keep chipping away at it, and that's the attitude. Stay with it.
Clark, in your rookie season in the NBA, did you ever have a welcome to the NBA moment, you know, a play or a sequence where you were brutally introduced to how unforgiving the NBA can truly be?
Yeah, how about my first night out? Spencer Haywood ran me in circles, and I shot 2 for 17, scored 6 or 8 points, and he was in my head from the very beginning. Thankfully, the Pacers won that game because it was a forgettable night other than that. But Spencer Haywood, even to this day, when I bump into him, reminds me of how he disrupted me and distracted me in that first game of my rookie season.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And when you watch this Rockets team, you can see just how explosive they are on the offensive end. Almost everyone on the floor can hurt you from deep, and they all know their role and execute it to a T.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. Trey Lyles comes in for Wilson Chandler. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Will Barton. And Harris subbed in for Murray. And last season, the Rockets' offense was incredible. Then they go and add Chris Paul.
They can run a team off the floor if they get hot. 2 great playmakers in Paul and Harden. And making a move for Paul made a lot of teams fear what the Rockets can do now on offense.
Now here is Harris. He's got 5 on the clock. Over Gordon. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Harris has got 7 points in the game. Houston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Gordon, the pass to Anderson. To the middle. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Beasley against Mbamute. Puts it up from 12. No good off the front iron.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Harris misses. Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against Minnesota.
And after that game, it was impressive to look at the box score and see the work they did at the free throw line.
And not only what they did in making them, but what they did to get to the line. I mean, they were constantly in attack mode, driving the lane and drawing fouls.
Here's Harris. After Eric Gordon's bucket, Harris kicks to Plumlee. Beasley outside. From beyond the arc, that's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now, here is Harden. You talk about a player who can absolutely light it up. He averages over 31 points a game. And the Nuggets pushing it up now, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Here is Harden. The dish to Gordon. Anderson the screen. Now here's Mbah a Moute. He feeds it to Nene. Gordon against Harris. Gordon dishes to Harden. And the layup falls. Harden's got 6 points.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Now here is Harris. He's got 7. For 3, Beasley. Another 3 for Denver. Rockets trail by 4. Nene, the screen. Here's Harden. Passes it to Nene. Back to Harden. Second chance shot, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Devin Harris.
And, you know, over time, Harden has really mastered the pump fake. Amazing watching him continue to trick the defense time and time again.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Denver.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
That one is off.
And I think Harden is a natural leader. Somebody that commands respect, who also happens to be a dominant scorer.
And he's good on the second. The Nuggets leading by 3. Beasley outside. Plumlee with a screen on Mbah a Moute. Plumlee, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And there's the call on Nene. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, I mean, the way he's climbing all over him on that one, no way the officials are going to miss that.
Tell you what, he might have gotten that rebound and gotten away with it if he had gone straight up, but didn't work out.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Fareed is checked in, and a change for the Rockets. Gerald Green, he's checked in for James Harden. Stolen by Nene. Shot clock and game clock. Oh,
man. Like how Gordon stays low to the ground, keeps that center of gravity anchored. Quick driving inside and excellent finishing at the basket.
Now here is Harris. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. To the left wing. Clock at 6. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
The Nuggets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Fareed, no good on the free throw. Here's Johnson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Johnson's got his first points of the night. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And Joe Johnson very encouraged by this team's strong play of late.
Well, I think the approach is a lot different. Coming to every game now, it's like, okay, this is a game that we're going to win. Obviously, we can't win them all, but to go into a game confident, knowing that you should win is a lot better than going in hoping you're going to win. So it's different.
Joe Johnson has obviously been on both sides of that equation, and there's no doubt he is a much happier guy now that he expects to win.
No better feeling than every time you take the court, if you do X, Y, Z, you have a chance to win. And Joe Johnson has seen them all since he joined the league way back when with the Celtics and quickly traded to Phoenix. Now he's on the upside again and mature enough to appreciate it.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Exactly. I mean, they've made their presence felt on this end. Excellent job contesting shots so far.
Kenneth Fareed is out there with Lyles. Then there's Plumlee. Then there's Harris. And it's Beasley in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. One drops. He ties it up. One of the hardest things, Clark, to defend in the league is the pick and roll. What do defenders need to key on when they're defending a pick and roll?
Well, I think a couple of things. One is you want to try to dictate where the pick and roll is going to happen and where you want the ball handler to go. And then there's got to be great communication. The 2 guys involved in the screen and roll have to be on the same page. There's got to be a lot of talk. And then the 3 guys maybe not involved have to be ready to help their teammates. So communication, a real sense of trying to dictate to that ball handler where you want him to go and what you want to give up, because you can't take away everything when you're defending a good pick and roll combination.
Here's Lyles. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
One of the great strengths of Coach D'Antoni, to me, Kevin, is he really gives his players a lot of confidence. And his philosophy really clicks with players. They're comfortable playing for him. They know their responsibilities, and they play hard for D'Antoni.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And to what you said about Mike D'Antoni, he sees his players and asks, what can they do instead of what can't you do?
And, he's had a lot of success last season elevating the Rockets and winning Coach of the Year in the process.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Rockets trail by 4. Johnson outside. Passes it to Gordon. Back to Johnson. Snatched away. Here we go, 1-on-1. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there by Nene. Gordon, the pass to Green. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Kenneth Fareed. Rockets have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. Free throw drops for Green. Paul's checked in for Houston. Both shots good from the stripe.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
And the basket by Harris.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Anderson the screen. Now Paul, 5 points in the game. Kicks it to Anderson. Another miss by Houston. The Nuggets leading by 4. Feeds to Beasley. Fareed a screen on Green. Here's Beasley. The teardrop falls in. Beasley's got 5 points now this quarter.
He is in the zone. There's a reason he keeps getting the ball. They're feeding him because they trust him to lead their team.
Paul kicks to Gordon. Anderson wide open. Second shot opportunity, and it's sent back by Plumlee. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Denver making a switch here. Barton is checked in. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Reza comes in for Gordon. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Johnson. Unable to get that one. Now Denver takes it the other way. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
Yep, they sure did. Seemed like they had them completely figured out. Hammered them with their aggressive defense throughout the game.
Another miss by Houston.
Well, I think the defense got really lucky there. I mean, you can't afford to give up wide open shots from deep.
Barton dishes to Fareed. He kicks it to Beasley. Barton outside. Shot clock at 6. And it's Denver scoring again. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the wide open shot from Green. Green missing again. And here's Denver. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Floats one with the tip. It's good on the putback. Barton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
A different look for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Trey Lyles. Chandler comes in for Malik Beasley. And it's Jamal Murray in for Devin Harris.
And one of the things about Will Barton's game that to me makes him such a force is how unpredictable he can be. He plays at times almost like a man out of control, and it really does work to his advantage as he is a difficult guy to deal with in those one-on-one situations.
You know, Capella's really hard to deal with inside, especially inside. He does a nice job using his size to get that shot off.
Now here's Barton. He picked up 15 points in their last win against San Antonio.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
Murray with it. Now Green defending. Murray the pass to Chandler. Here's Barton. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Clock at 4. Here's Murray. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Murray's got the lead up to 10 now for Denver. Screen by Capella. Paul gets to Ariza. Shoots the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ariza's got his second bucket tonight.
Man, watching Ariza pull the trigger from outside, he is a skilled sniper from deep.
Screen by Fareed. Dishes it to Chandler. Jokic inside. Capella covering. Rockets trail by 7. It's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Rockets.
And they really based almost their entire offense around the three-point shot. Spread the floor, space the defense, and if the deep shots aren't falling, at least it should open things up inside.
And here is Paul. A 14-point game for him in the win against Minnesota.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
And it's put back up and in by Capella. And now it's only a 5-point Nugget lead.
Love how Capella stays alert on the offensive board, creating second chance opportunities thanks to that activity.
Jokic passes to Fareed. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Clark, you've seen so many college and NBA games. What skill or mindset do you see as the best predictor for when a college player is going to be an NBA star?
Well, it's hard to predict stardom, but clearly things that transfer from a skill standpoint from college to the NBA, at least historically, have been the ability to rebound at a high rate. That seems to always make its way from college to the pro game. And then the proficiency of your skill set in terms of ball handling, shooting, and then I would say at the point guard position, the ability to run a team usually transfers. When you can get other people's shots and understand flow and time and score and situations, that doesn't leave you from the college to the pro game.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. James Harden comes in for Gerald Green. And he makes both free throws. Rockets trail by 7. Paul outside. Screen by Capella. Chandler against Ariza. Paul outside. No good from outside. Denver's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. It's stolen by Capella. Chandler against Ariza. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Murray with it. 9 points last game out. Capella kicks to Paul. It's tipped.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Jokic a screen for 3. Murray. But they get it back. Jokic passes to Murray. He dishes it to Fareed. The pass to Barton. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jokic with his screen on Paul. 6 to shoot. Deep 2 from Murray. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Harden outside. Lets it go from the wing. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Harden's got 9 points.
Boy, the floor awareness of Chris Paul. Got to respect that. I mean, whenever one of his guys is open, he's getting the ball to him quickly and on time.
Now here's Barton. Pass to Murray. Jokic a screen. And that's good. Jamal Murray for 3. Murray's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nuggets.
Got to give respect to the range of Murray. I mean, he can nail it from distance.
Now a timeout called by Houston. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Harris is checked in for Denver. The Rockets also changing it up. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. And Mbah a Moute comes in for Trevor Ariza.
Love the ferocity. Heck, that's one of my favorite words, ferocity. Harden, excellent at accelerating and decelerating. That's the thing that makes him so tough. He can go fast, slow, or mid-range speed.
And he makes the first. Harden hits them both.
Textbook shooting from the stripe. Great form, soft release. Mark it up.
Jokic a screen. Now here's Murray. He's got 7. Chandler a screen. Barton kicks to Jokic. And there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Paul. Jokic kicks to Barton. Jokic a screen. And again, Denver with the triple.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Gordon dishes to Harden. Here's Tucker. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Tucker's got 5.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Yeah, trying to get it all back in a hurry. And you're right on that. But these threes they're taking have not helped. They're trying to catch fire. They've yet to find the match.
Rockets trail by 8. And it's Gordon penetrating. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 6.
And Gordon doing a nice job measuring these inside shots well. I mean, has a solid, quick release pretty much from anywhere on the floor.
A floater, and Jokic lays it up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Nene setting the pick for Gordon. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Barton. And a change for the Rockets. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. 1:41 left in the first half. Screen by Mbah a Moute. The 3 from Harden. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Now here's Murray, guarded by Harden. Chandler the pass to Plumlee. Jokic a screen. Shot clock at 5. And the dunk by Chandler.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
So it's the Rockets now. Denver getting their last shot to go. Another miss by Houston.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Now Murray, 7 points in the game. Pass to Jokic, over Nene. Plumlee with a screen on Gordon. Back to Jokic, over Nene, and Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Harris. And now a 12-point Nugget lead. Rockets shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Gordon's got 8 points.
Good quickness on the catch and shoot. Gordon giving the defense no time to react off the pass.
Chandler with a screen for Murray. Chandler outside. Here's Jokic. And it's Denver scoring again.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
And so it's Denver up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. High turnovers in the first half, James. I'm sure that ball security will be a focus in the second half.
Yeah, that's still too many turnovers, especially unforced turnovers. So we got to really lock in on our turnovers, make the right play at all times.
James, thanks for the time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
Show.
Hello
again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. The second quarter saw them extend their lead to 12 points at the break through some solid team basketball. Very few wasted possessions and a strong effort defensively. Shaq, let's get your take on Denver.
Well, the perimeter shooting is the reason they're ahead. I think we'll probably see more of that in the second half, especially if they can stay hot. Man, that's so hot, I got to take my suit off.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Houston?
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
That's it for halftime. Glad you could join us, as now we send you back to the action for the start of the third quarter.
The lights of downtown Denver shimmering in the background as we welcome you back to the Mile High City and the Pepsi Center. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first two quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Guys, you've heard me say it before, but persistence pays. And it takes that kind of persistence to be a successful offensive rebounder. As a fellow glass eater, I know of which I speak. Those guys that rebound effectively don't give up on it.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Taking a look at the Rockets. Filling out the wings, it's Harden and Ariza. PJ Tucker is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. The Nuggets leading by 9. And here is Murray. Martin with it. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Tucker's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Paul left side over Murray. And that one's drained from the low block. 7 points for Chris Paul.
A hand in his face, NP for CP3. No problem. It takes more than that to affect his jump shot.
Jokic against Capella. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And a look here at the shot chart for Barton.
Well, they say the mid-range game is a dying art form, but after looking at this shot chart, they are injecting a ton of life into it. Whatever space is being offered up to them in the mid-range, they have accepted and have continually knocked down shots to make the defense pay.
The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Now here's Paul. He has 7. Capella kicks to Harden. Over in the corner, Paul. Paul missing again. Denver leading by 9. Harris outside. The feed to Chandler. Jokic inside. Capella's there. Jokic, no good.
And that's solid defense, rock solid, contesting without fouling. Well done.
Good on the shot.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them. Yeah, you chronicle the career of Trevor Ariza. You know, he came into the league primarily as a slasher and transition scorer and a good defender. He's done a nice job reinventing his game as he's gotten older. And now he's much more of a 3-and-D type player, impacting both ends of the floor.
And doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Well, he has been today, no doubt about that. His effort's been unbelievable. And, you know, even with him struggling, they're still up. But they need him to find his rhythm soon.
Harden draws the double. And no good that time. Good defense by Jokic. And Ariza is certainly Clark of the 3-and-D mold as a veteran. That is often what players on the perimeter need to do as their athleticism starts to decline.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Ariza can still run the floor and occasionally punch it down on you. There's no question about that. You know, it's just now the bulk of his contributions come off knocking down threes. He's had a very long and productive career and has really done a nice job of adapting to whatever his team needs from him.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for him the rest of the way. Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there.
Paul kicks to Harden. There's the dish to Tucker. And the foul on Will Barton. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Nuggets with some changes. Trey Lyles checked in for Chandler. Malik Beasley comes in for Harris. And Harris subbed in for Jamal Murray. And a change for the Rockets. Green's checked in. And stolen by Barton. And pushing it up. Here's Denver from 13. And Beasley gets it to go on the assist by Barton. And that's 15 points for Beasley. Rockets trail by 8. Ariza, right side. Kept alive. Launches a 3. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And Ariza has great confidence in his shot. A dynamite catch-and-shoot player.
Beasley, the pass to Lyles. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Jokic. He's right around 17 points a night, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. And the numbers, while pretty outstanding, I mean, we've now come to expect that from this guy.
Completely in harmony with what his coach is trying to do there. Just a marvelous all-around talent.
Now here's Paul. He has 7. Great positioning on the putback. Now just a 3-point Denver lead.
Boy, you got to box him out or he takes off for these throwdown putbacks. Capella doing work on the glass.
Harris kicks to Jokic. Shoots over Capella. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
And the Rockets making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Rockets trail by 6. Now Ariza. 13 points in the game. Paul kicks to Capella. Back to Paul. Over Harris. Paul missing again. Denver's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Takes the 13-footer. That's short off the rim.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. It looked like he forced the shot.
The Nuggets leading by 3. Harris kicks to Lyles. Beasley the screen, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Fareed's checked in for Denver. Rockets trail by 3. Paul kicks to Green. Back to Paul. Lob pass to Capella. That shot off.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
I thought the pass looked good and just came up a skosh short, but I like the initiative and the intention.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Here's Barton after Clint Capella's bucket. And here's Barton. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. With a break in the action, let's see which teams have come away with the most steals in the NBA this season. The Rockets 4th.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Anderson, he's checked in for Capella, and Gordon subbed in for Trevor Ariza. The Nuggets leading by 3. Here's Lyles. The quick look, no good that time. Houston's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Passes it to Green. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Kicks it to Barton. And stolen by Gordon. He feeds it to Johnson. Got a piece of it. Here's Lyles, who's guarded by Johnson. Fareed with it. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. There's the screen. Three-pointer, Barton, and no good that time.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Johnson dishes to Paul. Anderson the screen for the tie. Rebound by the Nuggets. Lyles got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Beasley. Great tee that time from Green. Rockets trail by 3. Over Beasley, and Green gets it to go. Denver's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Screen by Faried. It's Barton with the drive. Up again, and it's put back in by Faried. Faried's got 6.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Now here's Paul. He's got 10. 6 to shoot. Lets it fly from 18. And it's Green missing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Joe Johnson picks one up. For Denver, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. First free throw is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Denver. Jamal Murray comes in for Harris. Houston also making some changes. Nene comes in for Joe Johnson. And Mbah a Moute comes in for Green. Here's Gordon. 8 points for him. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Anderson outside, out to the right wing. Here's Paul. The shot missing. And the Nuggets going the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And Mbah a Moute against Barton. That one goes in. He's got 9.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Now here's Nene. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Here's Murray. It's Beasley on the wing. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
He can't seem to find the range here in the second. He did a great job in the first, hitting 3 from outside.
And here's Anderson for 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 7th assist here tonight. Denver in the lead. Ryan Anderson was a free agent before coming to the Rockets. When he was meeting with teams, he saw all the open looks that Houston players were getting from outside, and he wanted to be a part of that. Worked out pretty well, I think, for him.
I don't think you can deny that at all. I mean, perfect hand in glove is what this fit was for Anderson, and he knew that. The way Houston plays, perfect for what Ryan Anderson brings to the table. He's great from the corner or wing and is deadly as a shooter when he has space.
Lock at 6. Beasley with the steal. Shot from 16. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Yeah, I like the quick release, Greg. He does a nice job getting it up quickly, especially when he's facing a bigger defender.
Rockets trail by 3. To the wing on the left for the tie. Got a piece of it, but he recovers it. Screen by Mbah a Moute. Here's Barton. Knocks it down from 7 feet. And now a 5-point Nugget lead. And for Houston, they're shooting 40% from the field. Nene, the screen. Feeds to Anderson. Gordon, the pass to Nene.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And the first one at the line is good. A different look for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Chandler comes in for Barton. And it's Gary Harris in for Malik Beasley. James Harden, he's checked in for Houston. And Son Nene nails both of them. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
29 seconds left in the third. In the corner, it's Harris. Misses the 3. Rockets trail by 3. Now here's Gordon. He's got 8. He kicks to Harden. He's been punishing them at the line in this one, going 7 of 8.
And what a performance he's put in at the free throw line.
Cash money at the stripe. ATM not wasting any of those chances. You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
2 shots.
They throw good, James Harden. Harden hits them both. Here's Murray. Three-quarters of play in a close game here. Nuggets lead by 1. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on Coach Mike Malone.
Stops and run. Stops and run. Sense of urgency, man. Come on. We got to get this win.
Trying to stoke the fire under his team, Mike Malone asking his guys to seize the moment.
And this is the time when the leaders on the court need to step up, take control, and make things happen.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Murray and Harris in the backcourt. Jokic is out there with Lyles. And it's Chandler in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now here's Tucker to take the lead. And good as it rattles through the hoop. And that's now 18 points for James Harden.
Love Harden's elusiveness. This guy's so elusive, finds ways to get the room he needs to shoot from the mid-range just the way he wants to.
On the wing, Harris, defended by Gordon. Jokic a screen. Chandler kicks to Lyles, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area.
Oh! My goodness. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Lets it go from 11. Jump shot is good. Lyles got 4 points in the quarter. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Anderson dishes to Harden. Can't capitalize on the good pick.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Harden draws the double. 6 on the shot clock. Eric Gordon on the wing, guarded by Harris. He gets it in there.
And, you know, Gordon is a dominant jump shooter if there is such a guy. I mean, it takes a lot to throw him off his stride and rhythm, even when you try to crowd him on defense.
Lyles passes to Murray. Harris outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Rockets trail. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Got a piece of it. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Yeah, refusing to give up anything easy. Solid defense, and I like that attitude.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Clint Capella comes in for Ryan Anderson. And Trevor Ariza subbed in for Mbah-a-Moute. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Well, Swiss center Clint Capella is up there as one of the most efficient players in the league. He's only 22, but he's efficient mostly because all his shots come right at the basket, right on the doorstep. Last season, he finished near the top of the league, in fact, in field goal percentage.
And for a while, he was leading the league, if I recall correctly, Kevin. Capella knows who he is, what he's about, and what his team needs from him. So he finishes off his chances that are created by guards penetrating. Not flashy, but very effective.
And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Jokic kicks to Murray. Dishes it to Chandler. Offensive rebound. Lyles. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Gordon a screen. Ariza kicks to Capella. Rockets 6. From outside the arc. The Rockets with another miss. Denver's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Wide open look here for Murray. Eric Gordon grabs the board. Rockets have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Chandler with the steal. There's the pass to Lyles. That three off the mark. Rockets shooting 41% for the game. And Tucker kicks to Ariza. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. It's going to be on Jokic.
And how about the career progression of Trevor Ariza? You know, he came into this league somewhat as an energy player who, you know, obviously could attack the rim. Now he's one of those guys who's primarily a 3-and-D component.
Two shots.
Free throw drops for Ariza. For Ariza, his first few years in the NBA, over half his shots came within a few feet of the rim. Greg, now over 2/3 of his shots are from beyond the arc.
And that's just how it goes for some players in the NBA. Ariza still, he has some burst to finish at the rim, but has turned himself into a deep threat, and he's always been a presence with his defense as well.
And, you know, Trevor Ariza continues to have an impact on both ends, guys. An amazing defender and an excellent shooter, too.
Stolen by Harden. And it's the Rockets on the break. Harden's got the ball, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 11 in the second half.
Yeah, what a nice play. Just a coast-to-coaster by himself off of that steal.
Isles passes to Harris. Here's Jokic. Good work defensively by Capella.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Harden outside. And there's the feed to Capella over Jokic. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Jokic.
And, you know, Capella has a big body, Kevin, and knows how to use it as he draws contact from the defense on his way up.
Two shots.
That's good from Capella. Denver making a switch here. Barton is checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Paul's checked in. He's off on the second.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a two-possession game, at least.
Now Murray. He dishes it to Chandler. Barton outside. Jokic sets the screen for Barton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Murray kicks to Harris. Over Harden. The Nuggets with another miss. Houston leading by 5. And it's Ariza in the corner. And stolen by Barton. Here's the break. Here's Murray. Rockets with the rebound. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Paul dishes to Harden. And stolen by Murray. Pass to Jokic. Over Ariza. Got it, and the Houston lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Jokic.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Yeah, he's really calm in these situations. Simply takes his time in tight spots. You got to be patient, and he is playing to his strengths.
5 on the clock. Here's Paul. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Barton kicks to Murray. Harris outside. Back to Murray. Chandler a screen. From deep. Jokic.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Misses the follow-up. Harden draws the double. Capella. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Capella's got the lead up to 5 now for the Rockets. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting at a decent 44% clip here. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Harris passes to Barton. Jokic with the screen on Ariza. And that one's good. Barton.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
Well, they don't have anybody to blame but themselves. Got to prevent them from getting good looks this late in the ball game. You got to come up with stops.
For 3, Murray buries it from 3-point range. And that'll tie this game up.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Harden dishes to Ariza. Drains the 3-pointer. Ariza's got 13 points in the second half.
This guy's really flowing with his stroke right now. He hit one earlier, and now he has 3 in this half.
Barton against Ariza. Barton, no luck.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Harden has a wide open look. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Now here's Murray. Defense right on him. Chandler kicks to Murray. Jokic a screen. And here's Harris from the arc. Another 3 for Denver.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
Screen by Capella. Paul passes to Capella. The feed to Harden. To the right side. Tucker. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Rockets lead by 2.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Murray kicks to Chandler. Chandler with a screen for Harris. Jokic a screen. 3-pointer. Barton. Barton missing again. For Houston, they've gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. It's Harden with the drive. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's on Gary Harris.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Love stepping up at crucial times.
Lyles check in for Wilson Chandler.
One shot, gentlemen.
He's got ice water in his veins, fellas. No way he's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance. I've seen him make too many in this situation.
Murray dishes to Barton. Capella against Jokic. Good on the baseline, Jay. Jokic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Perfect execution. The size mismatch was there, and they went right at it.
Not only perfect execution, but about perfect timing, too.
Screen by Capella. Poked away. Here's Harden. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Harden's got the lead back up to 5 now for the Rockets. Murray the pass to Lyles. The dish now to Harris. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so he hits both.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a one-possession ballgame.
Harden left side. Shifted by Harris. Now here's Murray. Defended by Paul. Offensive rebound.
Good interior there, Vance.
That's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
And Denver shooting well at 45%. Here's Lyles. Right by Tucker. Here is Kitty Jokic. Loose. One-on-one fast break. And the basket is good.
You know the ball on the hard game's tight. It's terrific. And delivering and produce down the stretch.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. You got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, raise your thoughts.
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
Presentation of our Jordan Clayton game. James Harden.
They guys no doubt who our pick is going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Malone had said some words for his team during the break. He told them, don't look at the score. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute your game plan. That's how you win this game. When you allow James Harden to heat up.
Denver calls timeout. They trail by 4. 20 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
And they're going to have to score. Quick foul. Can't waste any time.
Greg, one possession at a time. And really, as you said, it's all about clock management right now.
Seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Lyles. Rebounded by Capella. And the call up against Jokic. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, tough break for him there. But they have a tough time coming back from this deficit no matter who's on the floor. Shoot two.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Barton. And they go to the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
It's the first that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line right now is one of the great do-it-all point guards, a scorer, playmaker, defender. There's not anything CP3 can't do.
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. And here's Chandler from the arc. Offline. So we see the Rockets get the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. James, congrats on the win. What got it done for you at the end tonight?
Just being aggressive. I told my guys on the court that we had to make a run. It had to be a good one. Defensively, we did a pretty good job down the stretch. We got some shots on the ball and came with the victory.
Great play tonight, James. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.